instructions you write in the home view will be executed in the is going to be executed. Now what are the instructions that I have written? That is print hello everyone, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, print a plus b. Now what I got? I got hello everyone 30. So whatever the instructions you are going to write it in the home view will get executed. Once again I am going to send the request for the same URL. Once again the home view will get executed. See how many times it got executed? 2 times. As many times the user is going to visit the same page, that many times whatever the logic you will be writing in the home view will get executed. Whatever the logic you are going to write it in the home view will get executed whenever the user is visiting that particular URL. So this everyone understood. Now what we are going to do? We are going to perform the CRUD operation through the views. So what is the concept? That is CRUD operation to the views. So what we need to do? We need to take the input from the user and then we need to perform the CRUD operation through the views. But directly if I explain you, you will not be able to understand. So let us just execute the commands, whatever the commands we executed initial in the views, and later I will explain you how to take the input from the user. So first operation, that is create. First operation is create operation. So basically when we go with the through the views, basically when we are performing the create operation through the views, we are going to use the first two methods, that is creating one record at a time, creating a single record at a time. Why? Because we will be getting the data from the user for a single record and then we are going to create a single record itself. So we are not going to go with the bulk creation or get or create. We will be using the first two methods of create. So let us discuss the both the methods. So before that, what we need to do? We need to import the model. Why? Because my model is present in the models.py file. So what I need to do? I need to first import the model to the views file. So from .views import board. What is the model name? Fruit model. From .views import fruit model. Model itself, right? Yes. From models import fruit model. Now I am going to perform the create operation using the first method. Using the first method, I need to perform the create operation. So observe everyone. For my first method, I need to take a variable. Let me take a equal to. What is my model name? My model name is fruit model. So my model name fruit model. For my model, I need to pass the key value where my key will be the field names. What are the fields that are present? One is the name field and the second one is the price field. So let me enter name equal to apple, comma price equal to price equal to 180. After this, what I need to do? In my first method, I need to pass the data to my model. After that, I need to save it also. If I am not saving the record, then it will not get created in my database. I need to create the model instance. After creating the model instance, I need to save it. So a.save, with the help of save method, we need to save it. Only then it is going to get created in my database. Now I have written the command. Let me now refresh my database. You can see no record is present. Now when will the record get created? When this particular view gets executed. When this particular view gets executed, the record will get created. So when this view will get executed? When the user is visiting the URL. When the user is visiting the URL, the view will get executed. Observe everyone, I am going to visit the view, visit the browser for the first time. Then let me go to database, refresh it, record got created. Now once again I am going to refresh it. Then the record got created. What is happening? The records are getting created as many times you visit the web page, as many times you request for that particular URL, the home view is getting executed, and as many times the record is going to get created. So this is how you are going to write your CRUD operation, the create operation in your view. Basically what we will be doing, we will not give the data manually, we need to get it from the user. So before going to that, let us execute all the things manually and then let us take the input from the user. Yes everyone, execute this and check. So what you need to remember, whenever you are using the get method, you need to write the condition in such a way that it is going to match only one record. Whenever you use get method, you need to write the condition in such a way that it matches exactly or zero record. If it is not matching, the condition is not matching for any of the record, it is going to return you empty query set, your filter method. If it is matching for one record, it will return you query set consisting of one object instance. If it is matching for multiple, it is going to return a query set consisting of multiple object instance. So this is the difference between your all and between the get and the filter. Equal to 2, I am going to get that record. After getting the record, what I need to do, I need to update whatever the field I want to update. It is your wish whether you want to update all the fields or if you want to update a particular field. So I want to update the name, a.name equal to, before it is apple, let me now change it to pineapple. And let me also change the price. It is not mandatory to update all your fields, only the required fields can be updated. Only the required fields can be updated. After updating, what you need to do, you need to save the model instance or else it will not get updated. Let me now refresh it. See, now you can observe pineapple 80. And when you filtered out the record, only one record you are able to get. As my database got updated, the all and filter method are also going to return you differently. See, pineapple 80. Before it was apple 180, now it is pineapple 80. Execute it everyone. This is how we are going to, but what we are going to do, we are going to allow the user to update the update the fields in the front end. We need to create the form for update also. We will be doing it now. First do it, try it out manually. In any page, all the requests will be in the get method itself. All the request is going to be present in the get method itself. I am going to visit the add page. Observe everyone. What does your request.method will return? /add/. So whenever you are visiting any web page, the method will be always in the get method. The request method will be always in the get method. Whenever you visit any web page, the request what does request.get return you? Request.get will return a empty query date. Whenever you are visiting the web page, it is going to return you the empty query date. Observe. The request method is get and it is returning empty query date. It is going to return you empty query date. You visited the web page, what it is returning? It is returning empty query date. Whenever you visit any web page, the request method will be get. The request method will be get. And what it is going to return you? Request.get, it is going to return you empty query date. Any web page, irrespective of your form, everything. Any web page, it is always the get method and it is going to return you empty query date. Now what I am going to do? I am going to create one HTML form. So for creating the HTML form, we will be going with the form tag. And one more thing you need to specify, we can create the form in two methods. We can create your HTML form in two methods. One is the get method and one more is the post method. So first let us understand what is your get, then I will be explaining you how they both are different. Okay, first I am going to create the form in the get method. Okay, I am going to consider, I need to take two inputs from the user. One is your label name. Enter the fruit name. Enter the fruit name. Then input of type text. Okay. Label. Next I need to take input price. Enter the fruit price. Input of type number. Break. Button of type submit. Button of type submit. So this is how you can create an HTML form. This is how you need to create the HTML form. And which method I have used? I have used the get method. So whenever I am going to use the get method, I am going to enter the data. Let me enter submit. So what is going to happen? Whenever you are entering the data and clicking on the submit button, if the form is created in the get method, the data will be sent in the URL. In the URL, the data will be sent. But am I able to send the data? If you have attended in your web classes, you would have observed. Here you will be able to get the data. That is whatever the key 200 you need to get, but you are not able to get. Can you tell me what is the thing I have missed out? Can you tell me what is the thing I have missed out? How to get the data in the URL whenever we are entering the details in our form and clicking on submit button, we need to get the data in the URL. How can I get? Already done with your HTML form, right? So for an attribute, I need to give a value. Yeah, Priyanka, one is through the for and one more way. So observe everyone, your input tag has your name attribute. What your input tag has? Input tag has your name attribute. You need to give the value for this name attribute so that the data will be sent to the backend. Now I am not able to get the data. It is empty query itself. So what you need to do to send the data from the form to the backend, you need to give a value for this name attribute. You need to give a value for this name attribute. Let me give it as fruit name. Then for this I can give it as fruit price. Fruit name, fruit price. Okay. Now let me refresh it once. Whenever I visit the web page for the first time, the method will be get and it will be empty query. The method is get and it is empty query. Whenever I am filling out the form, I am going to fill out the form. Kiwi 200. Now what happens? The method, I am clicking on submit button. Now what will be my request method? The request method will be get. Why get? Why? Because I have created the form in the get method. And what my request.get is going to return? Request.get is going to return a queried with these data. You can observe now fruit name equal to kiwi and fruit price equal to 200. The request.get will return you a queried with these data. See, queried with these data. So what is happening whenever you are filling the form and clicking on submit button? Whenever you fill the form and click submit button, the request method will be get. Why? Because we have created the form in the get method. Because we have created the form in the get method. This is the reason why my request.method will be get. What request.get will return you? And request dot get will return queried with key value base. Key value base. It is going to return you the queried with key value base. Once again I am going to execute and show you. Observe everyone. I am killing my server and once again running it. First I will get the home page. Now let me type the URL path. I am visiting my ad page for the first time. What will be my request method? Request method will be get and it will be empty queried. Yes, it is get and it is empty queried. Now what I will do? I am going to enter the fruit name and the price. I am going to enter the fruit name and the price. After entering the data, I am going to click on submit button. What will be my request method? It is going to be get. Why get? Why? Because I have created the form in the get method. After that, what I am doing? I am this data will be passed in the URL. So now what request.get will return you? It will return you a queried with these data. Fruit name equal to kiwi, fruit price equal to 200. See, queried with key value base it is returning me. Queried with key value base it is going to return you. Queried with key value base it is going to return you. Fruit name is the key, kiwi is the value, fruit price is the key, 200 is the value. Execute everyone, create the form everyone. I need to fetch it. I want only what the data the user is entering. One time when the user is visiting the ad page. Second time when the user is submitting the form. So when the user visits the ad page for the first time, the queried is empty. When the user is submitting the form, the queried carries key value page. Now when I need to fetch the data, when the queried is carry key value page. If the queried is empty and I try to fetch the data, it is going to throw an error. If the queried is empty and if you try to fetch the data, it is going to throw you error. Then you need to to fetch the data when there are key value pairs present in the query data. So what I will do, I will write a condition that if fruit name is a key, so I am checking if fruit name key is present in the request.get. If fruit name in request.get, only then I am going to fetch the data from my query. If it is empty, I will not fetch the data. Only when the key is present in request.get, when fruit name key is present in request.get, I am going to fetch the data. That is f name and f price I need to fetch. From where? From the query data. So request.get, what is the key name? Key name is fruit name. So whatever the key is present in the query data, the same key you need to give, or else again you will be able to get error. So whatever the key is present inside the query data, the same key you need to give. Print f name, comma f price. So I am just printing it out. Still I have not stored it in the database. I am getting the data that is coming from the front end and I have just printed it out. I have not yet stored in the database. Observe everyone. Kiwi 200 submit. See, I am able to get Kiwi 200. Let me pass any other data. See, I am able to get mango 150. So what you need to do, first time when you visit the web page, the query it will be empty. That time you should not fetch the data. When the user is filling the data and submitting the form, only then you need to fetch the data. So what will be, so how to check that one? I need to write if the key is present in the request.get query, only then fetch your first fruit name and the fruit price. So whatever the name you are giving here, these are your keys. These are your keys. Fruit name and the fruit price are the keys that are present in the query data. Are the keys that are present in the query data. Data the user is entering in the front end. Now we need to store this data in the database. That one tomorrow I will show you. Ranjan, share the screen.